Hey guys, welcome back to the DAHKTUBE, and as of today, hopefully every Tuesday and Thursday at 1 p.m. Jamaica Standard Time, I'll be posting new math videos teaching you new tricks or easier ways to solve math problems. So the first topic we're going to start off with is fractions. Bear with me with the handwriting, please. Fractions. So a fraction is a small part or proportion of something. So let's say we have a circle which we consider the whole. If we were supposed to dissect this circle into smaller parts or smaller proportions, we will have fractional parts. So for example, if I were to take a slice out of this whole, I would have a fractional part of the whole. So let's say I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts of a whole fraction. If I took out this part, this would be 1/8 of the whole, right? So this top number here we call the numerator. This line here we call fractional bar. And this right here we call the denominator. Right? So let's say we were going to add fractions first. Addition. Let's say we had 1/3 plus 1/4. So the trick that we're going to use, guys, is first things first, you multiply the denominators. Multiply. So 3 times 4 would give us 12, right? What we do next, we start from the left-hand side of the question. We circle the left numerator. We draw an arrow to the denominator on the opposite side, and we multiply those together. So 4 times 1 gives us 4. We write back the sign that they gave us in the middle here. Then we go to the opposite side, which is the right numerator. We draw an arrow to the denominator on the opposite side, and we multiply those. So 3 times 1 gives us 3. So if we are supposed to now add both numerators, which is the 4 plus the 3, we would get 7, and we would write back the denominator, and voila. Let's try another example. Let's say we have 2/5 plus 3/4. The same rule applies where we multiply the denominators. So 5 times 4 gives us 20. So that becomes our new denominator. We circle the left numerator, draw the arrow to the opposite denominator, and we multiply. 2 times 4 gives us 8. We put the sign that was given, which is the plus sign here. Then we go to the opposite side numerator, multiply by the denominator on the opposite side. So 3 times 5 gives us 15. So we now add the numerators, which is 15 plus 8 gives us 23. And we have our denominator here. This is what we call an improper fraction, where the number in the numerator is larger than the number in the denominator. How we get this to be a proper fraction, we say 20, which is the denominator, into the numerator goes 1 time, and there's a remainder of 3 left, which becomes the new numerator, and the denominator here is 20. So 20 into 23 goes 1 time, so that becomes a whole. Then we have 3 parts left, which we put over the total, and that's it. Let's say we had 1½ plus 2⅓. The first thing you'd want to do is multiply the denominator by the whole number, and then you add that to the numerator. Do the same thing here. Denominator by the whole number, multiply, add that to the numerator. Cool? So 2 times 1 gives us 2, and if we add 1 to that, we get 3, and we keep back the denominator that we had. The sign remains the same. Then we say 3 times 2 gives us 6, and we add 1 to that gives us 7 over the denominator that we had. The same step applies as we were working the normal. So 2 times 3, we multiply the denominators. That gives us 6. We go to the left side, we circle the numerator, multiply by the denominator on the opposite side. 3 3 is 9. We put back the sign that we had. We go to the right side, numerator, multiply the opposite side, denominator. 2 7 is 14. Then we add the numerators and we get 23 over the denominator. Now we realize that this is an improper fraction again, and all we need to do is say 6 into 23, which will give us 3, because 3 6 is 18, and the remainder that would be left is 5, which we would write over the denominator that we had, which is, so the answer we have is 3 and 5 over 6. Voila. And that's basically all there is to addition of fractions. Now let's say we want to try subtraction of fractions. Subtraction. Let's say we start off by saying a half minus a third. The same step applies. So we multiply the denominators, which gives us 6. We go to the numerator on the left side. We multiply by the denominator on the opposite side. So 3 times 1 gives us 3. We write back the sign that they gave us, which is negative subtraction. We go to the right-hand side, circle numerator, multiply by the opposite side, which is 2. So 2 times 1 gives us 2. So we have 3 minus 2, which gives us 1 over 6. And voila. Let's try a more difficult question. Let's say we had 7 over 8 minus a half. Same rule applies. Multiply the denominators, we will get 16. Circle the numerator on the left first, multiply by the denominator on the opposite side. 7 times 2 is 14. We write back the sign that they gave us. Circle the numerator on the opposite side, multiply by the denominator on the other side. 8 times 1 is 8. So 14 minus 8 is 6, and we have 16 in the denominator. This here, however, can be simplified because the number 2 is common between both numbers. So 2 into 6 goes 3 times, and 2 into 16 goes 8 times. And voila. Let's say we try subtraction with mixed numbers. Let's say we had 2 and a quarter minus 1 and a half. So the first thing we do, denominator multiplied by the whole number. Then we add the numerator. Denominator by whole number, add numerator. So 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9 over 4, minus 2 ones 2, plus 1, 3 over 2. Then we would multiply the denominators here, which would give us 8. Then we would multiply numerator on the left by the denominator on the opposite side. 9 times 2 is 18, minus numerator on the right by denominator on the left, which is 12. That would give us 6 over 8. And if we look closely, we can see that the number 2 is common between 6 and 8, so that would give us 3/4. So now I'm going to give you a few to try on your own. So you can pause the video after I finish writing the questions, and then you can play it again to see the answers. So the first one is 1 over 8 plus a third. 2, 3 over 7 plus 2 over 3, 3 and a third plus 4 and 2/3, 4, a half minus a quarter, 5, 3 over 5 minus 2 over 7, 6, 2 and 3 over 4 minus 5 over 6. So you can pause the video here while I write the answers for the questions. Number 1, 11 over 24. Number 2, 1 and 2 over 21. Number 3, 8. Yes, 8. Number 4, a quarter. Number 5, 11 over 35. Number 6, 1 and 11 over 12. If you got these answers, congratulations, and I will see you guys on Thursday.